go out on a limb and say 0.3?
No, it's 7 land ratio.
So yeah.
So there's 30% chance that there could be
chance
water.
of water, yeah, exactly, 0.3. So yeah, so 30% chance of water. So it's not 100% like PGI we just had. Obviously, it's a 100% chance by circle 4. We will 100% move away from water. This time, it's a 30% chance there could be water involved. The plane going across from west to east. All the teams dropping. It's a little better further north. Everybody's going to be happy. They've all kind of got their positions fairly well sorted. And this time, look at Sangal. They're going further north. They're not going to mess around, clashing with Knights. They've decided, okay, not worth it. Let's give it up. And everybody now has their position set on Miramar. We'll probably stay that way for the rest of the tournament.
It's also the same with Nova, right? They were, at least in the first game, they dropped the Vitality. The second game, they kind of dropped the Vitality, but I think Vitality had better parachute when they steered away. And now from the get-go, they're going to Elasaha. So, yeah, I think we're seeing the set positions now.
Yeah.
The only one that could change it up a bit is Sangol, as you say.
Ghost and Penta are pretty close to one another, of course. We know that Ghost is trying to get down to Porto Pariaso, but all on the scout for vehicles. Ghost have been heading down south. Penta actually been kind of like on the coastal side. They were around the south side of Los Leones. Los Leones split as between Moonwolf and M19 as it has been throughout. Set to Destroy over in Kumasera, Valdelmar for Navi, and it's another central circle. So very much similar to what we just had. Pretty much identical to the last circle, actually.
I mean, it's tiny bit more east.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, just the slightest fraction.
Wasn't graveyard towards the edge, but otherwise it's exactly the same.
Yeah, Power Grid was pretty much central last time. And you can see it's just slightly off center this time around, but it could easily swing north, south, east, or west. We don't know, but Loot Phase gets a going, so let's have a look around.
What?
Oh no, Turtle.
What?
Turtle. All right, nobody saw it, Turtle. Don't worry. Nobody's watching that.
I mean, okay, so when you drive the truck and you go over 100 miles an hour, you literally cannot turn.
Tricky brakes.
Electric brakes and steering, but...
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, well, that's one vehicle gone. Bear in mind they had to drop for those. There's plenty of vehicles down and around Porto Parial, so they should be fine. It just means he's got a bit further to run to get down there. McCoy going that way. Balak actually looks like he's going to go for the edge looting sort of around there, which is fine. I wonder what sort of adjustments these teams are going to make, because obviously... Okay, actually,
look at Sango.
I want to talk about this. We're going to get into it because it is a similar circle to what you just had. So obviously everybody's now played that game, gone outside, had discussions. Now an exact same circle, well, barring a couple of meters to the right, an exact same circle comes in. What adjustments do you make? So if you're Liquid, for example, do you say, okay, let's try and do the same. We'll sit around Picardo, play it safe. Then we'll look at maybe going over to that edge, just like we did last game. It worked out so well. Or do you think, we could go one step further and maybe change our position?
Like, the problem is, I've been in this situation before, and if you try to do, let's see, we know where the last game ended. I would have tried to go in that area, but it's probably gone in there again. It's really bad. You kind of just have to ignore that the last game was like this, and then just approach the game anew, kind of. You see the circle and you think, no matter what happened last game, we should take this a little bit different, because the circle's probably not going to be the same. It could be, but I mean, you just have to play. I mean, you see on Civil now, he's just going to the same spot, but I don't think that's a good way to necessarily bank on it. I think you just need to approach it as if it's a new game and it can go anywhere.
Well, if you think of Dignitas, they went for 2-2, right? They went either side of the mountain that there was between them. So I guess you've got to be thinking, okay, it did finish here, but as AIM has said to us many times from TSM, don't bank. Don't look at it and thinking you know exactly where the circle's going to finish.
Exactly. You have to approach
it
it like a new game, basically. And you can play it the same way you did last game because it worked, but you cannot try to position yourself based on where the last game ended, if that makes sense.
Because it is a randomized circle at the end of the day. That's the beauty.
You have to treat it like a new game. If you overcommit to try and get into a spot, it could punish you. Well, so I would still say, try to keep your vehicles until Circle 3 or Circle 4, and then after that approach the game with what you can do. Try to take some ground early, and But I don't know. I tried where you get into the trap where last game it ended here. Let's just go there, and then it ends up horrible.
Completely shifts away from it. Yeah. Looks like Rift's going to get himself a crate drop, and he's only got the one gun so far, so going to be very happy to see whatever's in this crate. I think doesn't matter really what it'll be, and it's a damn nice crate. Org in there with a stack of goodies. He's going to be tier 3'd out of his mind. You see the tier 2 vest just been abandoned. Doesn't need that anymore.
You're going to be happy with that. We'd have him as M16 and nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Circle obviously came down fairly early on. We do see Moonwolf already on the move. They're heading into the south side of Picardo. Now, they're a team that did get kind of caught in it, effectively, obviously leaving Lost the Owners. I think Edica's still there, but Liquid not really made a move. Knights going to the exact same position. Probably thinking it kind of worked out for us. We just got a little caught out. I wonder if Liquid are going to stick around Picardo, whether they're going to go further north this time. Because Picardo's
he
not
already
essential.
moved up to the compound above Picardo. From there you can get some information, but it's a rough spot to be in because you don't see as much.
Ooh, Drayden getting knocked by Lions and destroyed. So Lions, the team, that's going to be their 18th kill, most frags so far in the tournament. And already we've seen Texas trying to get the rebound kill. Now that grenade's going to force Chris to the side. He's behind the little concrete pillar, so it won't do any damage to him. There's a little peek around. Texas is going to get inside his car, his buggy, and get out of there. So didn't work out for them. So again, we see Lions putting pressure on the power grid, as they have done the last 2 games.
This is something we also saw in the first game. Was it Chris that went alone to the church, killed the guy, and then took the spot for him?
Look at FaZe Clan, though. Look where Lions and Knights just fought. That central position, you can see Knights moving away from it. Now, FaZe Clan would have heard that action. They would have seen the knock. They know that Knights going to power grid.
Yeah.
But now they know that Lions are directly ahead of them. If they were to move more central, they're in the same compound that they were in last game.
I think they went up on the hill where Lions were in the beginning, and that's like extremely good spot. You can see a lot from there. You can save vehicles. You have good cover from everything. So I like their spot. That's good.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Again, you can see they've got the same cars tucked in. The buggy, look, everything's just tucked in the little nooks and crannies. Keep those tires safe, keep those vehicles safe, and it gives you the chance to move out. They are
and
actually
they scouted the compound.
scouting away from it, yeah.
This is a map where I like to be like 2-2 split, kind of, because you can scare away people and always move to each other afterwards. But if you have the compound and people take the spot on the hill, then it's very annoying to play. And it's also annoying to play the hill if there's really in the compound. So I think they're splitting up, and I really like what they're doing.
Dignitas, they've actually put 3 in the same compound they just finished in, whereas Gustav stayed in Hacienda on his own. He's the sole survivor over that way. Ghost are still down in Porto Pariaso, the only team really late rotating. Wildcard have got themselves in there. They kind of split off. I expect to see Tumai and Pride getting set up. We're going to probably see Sharpshot and Kickstart joining them.
Ankle, and there's actually a few of them around.
TeamGates not been their day so far. Didn't have a great game in the last one. I think they finished in about 8th place, but there's a knock from Sangal, but they are going to back away from this one. So Mortify pushing the point. Shakesy going to back away, and in the end going to this back compound. Hasn't completely got away from him. There really is no way for him to run there. He's got to go up on an open hill. The rest of the team was shooting
in San Martin, so I wonder why Shakesy is over here.
It's a long way away from this one. And look at Tumai. Tumai is actually being drawn towards the shots. He's coming up towards the hill. Shakesy's actually moving up that hill, and Tumai has just drove straight to it. Does he hear him? That's the question. Chims finds O'Connell. Moonwolf. Now Liquid, well, they've still got 2 in Picardo. As you mentioned earlier, Scoom had gone further north. Tumai here trying to get himself vaulted up higher on the ledge. Uber, he's rolled his car somewhere. He's got a teammate nearby. Mexi's actually taking the shot. It's Mexi that may get the kill here. Navi and FaZe, he should be okay. Smoke goes down, that's not going to cover him off. Mexi doesn't really have an angle though from there. Knights looks like they've got a bit of revenge. Sonic's getting down for the Lions. That is some long range shots, so they're up on the hill as they were previously.
That's real far away.
Texas getting a peek around the side. No, he's got 3 bullets left, so not going to go for that one. Sonic's is going to get himself revived. Rezu comes in for a res.
That is one thing us players hate about Knights. It doesn't matter if they lose 1 or 2 players. They will still just stand and shoot at everything they see, no matter how far away it is. And it actually pays off. Like, that was a good 600-700 meter shot, and they killed him pretty fast.
A Wildcard all starting to join Tumai there, so he's going to get the support he needs. Shakesy's still very much alone in the shack. Oh, TeamGates, how many of these 3? Okay, what? Come on, talk to me. He wasn't getting a shot there. This happens so often, and we like to, you know, we knock on the fat finger, knocked himself, blah blah blah. How the bloody hell does this happen so often?
It's a good question. I mean, I sometimes like the only time I drive over teammates, right, is I drive towards someone and he's supposed to get in my car, and when I'm braking, he just keeps running towards me and into the vehicle. Like, I expect when I go pick up someone,
They stay
that
where
they're looking at their screen and they're like gonna stop if I'm coming close to them. But a lot of the time, I don't know. I mean,
a lot of the time they're just going to run over. There you go. If you get run over...
for example, there, like, if I would be run over in that situation, it's because maybe my teammate told me, hey, Lassen, can you move? I'm going to park the car. Then I'm sitting, yeah, I have the map open. You just do you. And then he drives into me while I have the map open or something silly like that.
Yeah, just something random. It happens so often. It's the thing that changes.
It really does.
Obviously, the current patch, the big change, you can sprint as soon as you get out of the car, which might actually hopefully change some of that. Ghost, big rotation from them this time. And remember the last time they came in around Graveyard? They're actually rotating around the backside, coming right in towards it. They see a crate kind of dropping towards them near Minas Generalis. Good work out.
I hope they're going to like, right with Profis, you can stop up on the hill and then you can see everything around you. I really hope to see Profis stop here and go up on that hill. And I think it does. And then they're going to be in a good position if the circle shifts towards the east. If it goes west, I want to see them rotate north around. And then get around towards the strength pad. At least for now, they can see what's clear, what's not clear, and then make a decision from that.
Penta also coming in the same position that Liquid won in. You can see Nova as well.
They might try straight into Penta now.
Ooh, I tell you what. Well, they're going. You can see one's going for the crate. Balak's going to get himself on that hill, and he's going to see Penta clear as day. Penta will hear the shots. Sorry, not the shots. The vehicle coming in behind him. But the circle has moved, and it centers this time around where pretty much Knights and Lions are once again. Exact same spot they were in the last game. Liquid chose to go for that north-south. Kind of hasn't really worked out for them. They're still around Picardo. Looks like they're choosing to go over to the left-hand side. Meanwhile, now V get themselves a knock on Mexi. Mexi was on his own there. Shakesy, remember, he was solo at one point. He still is. Has actually caught Pride in the back. The rest of Wildcard had moved away. So that is a confirmed kill for Sangal.
Belak, he finds one of the Penta guys.
Oh, they're all moving in for it. Oh, Ghost and Penta, they are completely engaging. Everybody's moving towards each other. This is a full-on fight. They all want a piece of the action. Penta going to make the way around. Now, the problem is Penta's vehicles are all committed. They're in it. There's no easy way out of that one. We do see Ghost have the hillside advantage as well, as they're going to try and get around the side, seeing if they can land some of the knocks. Balak already got that one knock, gets a little angle, doesn't go for the shot though, doesn't pull the trigger, just gets a vision of what is going on.
I have one thing I want to point out about this fight. Neither of them are in the zone. There's still 16 teams alive. They're not fighting for anything. So I'm a little bit confused about if they're actually going to full-on engage. But I think you see Turtle and the rest of Ghost maybe pulling back a little bit.
Well, Penta have themselves the buildings, remember. Ooh, Uber down. That is a re-engagement. You can see, he's caught him as well. Completely in the open there. Fuzz face. This is tricky for Navi. They are inside the zone. They don't need to really move, and FaZe themselves don't need to move. I really like what they're doing. Look how much territory FaZe have. Look at Gemty, way up north. They know that their whole area of Monte Nuevo is clear, because that's where they came from. And they have this south edge. They're like, okay, we've got Navi to the south of us. We've got the north covered. Power grid completely empty. They have so much real estate compared to everyone else.
I'm a little bit... I mean, I don't want to question FaZe, but why are they moving out of the zone going down the hill? I think they just want to deny other people coming up, but leaving Gemty alone there is strange to me, at least.
Oh, now he's taking shots from SetToDestroy. Meanwhile, Liquid trying to move away from that. Some long-range shots from O'Connell with that Car 98. I would eat my hat if that one landed just then, but ooh, that was close.
That was very close.
Scoob just trying to park that one up and realizing that vehicle may actually have taken a few too many belts in the side. Ghost, by the way, chose to disengage. They're heading round towards the north of Hacienda. Dignitas remained in that house, but they did go for a 2-2 split either side of the hill, and that may pay off. Wildcard, by the way, who did lose the one, chose to rush on straight in center circle. They have themselves a perfect center spot now.
I mean, we're looking at the map now. How is Power Grid completely unoccupied? At least they were.
Because
we saw Knights and Lion fight there, and they both moved away. I would say Power Grid is kind of decent.
Jeeps down and taken down. It's M19 that pick up the kill there. M19 doing work. So Liquid, this is exactly the same as last game. M19, they moved into Picardo. Liquid were a little late on leaving this time. Scoom's kind of pinned. Remember his vehicle, he'd already abandoned it. Samti and Ibiza are further down south, but they are in a really bad position right now in terms of circle. Of course, if this goes south, they're in a great spot suddenly. But Lions, 4 men alive on the hill. Knights up on the hillside as well. As you mentioned, Power Grid left alone. TeamGates are walking in. Probably can't believe their luck right now.
I mean, we saw what Liquid does, and it works out a lot of the games, but once again, they might be a little bit too greedy with their splits.
Penta on the move. They've got Vitality moved in right next to him. Wookie Bookie taking some long-range belts on towards Penta as they try and make that move. They do get rotated safely, but where are they going to go? They're just blasting it for the hill, and Moonwolf down on the hill. Knights are going to be drawing their attention towards it as well. Ghost getting a little peek towards Dignitas.
Nice shot by
Penta are just
Wookie.
getting picked apart, though. Their vehicles have been wrecked right now, and they have managed to evacuate. No knocks for them, though, so it looks like they may have got away with it, but that was very risky. Yannick having a peek around the side, not able to find anything. Moonwolf are moving in. Look at Penta. They went for a 2-2 split, right? I don't think by choice either. Ooh, well, we were talking about Liquid. Suddenly that is a great position for them.
I was questioning because Liquid were Moonwolf were right now, and they had a good compound. But they predicted it was going to go south. I don't know if you can predict that, but they made a decision to go south. And right now, it really pays out.
Well, O'Connell in trouble. They tried to push. There is only 2 members of Penta on that hillside. O'Connell being picked apart there. The smoke down. Chronic's going to get a decent angle. The rest of Moonwolf may be questioning the decision now that the circle swung away from it so heavily. Think where FaZe were. They were engaged with Navi. Navi inside that zone have got themselves the revive on one of their teammates, so they've still got 3 alive. They lost Uber. Pokemon is actually gone south. So trying to get the real estate, it's a risky business. They're set to destroy Nova, Ghost, all rotating on the north road to the west and making the swing around.
This is very textbook play. The circle goes away from them, but there's so many people doing it, and you can see how late some of the teams are doing it. I mean, it works if you're close and you can get there first.
Balak taken down, but look at this. TeamGates and Wildcard very close to one another once again. Wildcard, the winners of game number 1 today, didn't have a great finish in the last matchup. Are going to have to back away from this one. They were pretty much central circle before this. Circle, it was a hard shift to the south. It forces a lot of these teams, Dignitas being one of them, who had a really good 2-2 split, you would think, when you looked at the circle, but it hasn't worked out. Scream does finally get taken down by M19. He was caught up on the hill there. Batalan getting himself that kill. M19 still holding Picardo. Looking like a very good spot right now, actually, Picardo. While it's a big city, they are the only team occupying it. They do have Moonwolf moving in. You can see how sudden a shift it was, and it's caused a lot of these teams to rotate. FaZe taking pot shots on Nova, on Ghost, on SetToDestroy. Everybody running around that circle. This is phase 3. This circle hurts.
This is actually like, you want to take shots, but you know you probably want to kill them. But you can see Xedi, he really wants to shoot. He actually connects onto Turtle, I think. And hits him with a headshot.
A couple of taps there working out well. They're going to go blasting into the garage with Morales. They're going to pull up. They've got SetToDestroy now coming in. SetToDestroy obviously just taking a bunch of shots. Got to keep themselves tucked in the garage, feeling they can try and get some knocks. Nova have already occupied the location that Navi have evacuated. So Navi went further south. Nova do get themselves a knock on to SetToDestroy. They try and pull up. FaZe sitting in the hills, but look at this. You can see Nova. They have some clean shots here. Whoa, almost catching his teammate there. Figinaldo does. Survivor, you got to back away from that car. It's going to explode. Has to come around the side. Tries to get a peek. Goes back in the smoke. Should be safe. That nade could be good. It's another nade rattled to the left-hand side of him. You can see Lost going to try and line that one up. The North American team's engaging once again here as Lost tries to go for the flank. Survivor tries to move in. The little Geordie doing what he can to get involved and try and save his teammates, but Figinaldo looks like he's a lost cause in the smoke. Oh, Ghost, where did you just come from? Interrogate. He's been knocked. That's actually further south. So Nova caught in a weird split here. They've still got Lost and Smitty alive. But it is a big split. SetToDestroy looks like they're going to back away from this one, so they are safe for now.
In the meantime, we can see that Kramak got knocked by Sankel, and they're actually pushing in. Knights is only down to 2 because we lost Radon way earlier. And they're not really in a position to hold Kramak at all. I think Texas is going to disengage. And it might even look like Voxic is also running away. But in this position, we're down to 2 players. You have to try and get into the zone. But from what we can see in the minimap, there's people all around them. Knights is not having the day 1 they wanted.
That zone just popping in as well. You can see fourth circle. Oh my word. Na'Vi, Liquid actually going to adjust, but they got to get moving quick. Samti's going to try and get across the road, and you can see Nova, SetToDestroy all making the move for it. Kramer going down in the north side to Sangal. Knights, remember, they were pretty much on that hill from the very beginning, and it's not working out for them. Texas getting another knock on him from Calendar. Dignitas also moving on the back of Penta. FaZe Clan, meanwhile, moving down. They have to come a long way down the hill, so while they're taking these shots right now and looking good, they're going to have to move back through these teams, whereas Na'Vi, who were trading blows with FaZe back at Circle 2, have themselves a really great stronghold here.
Yeah. We see Shotgun. He's trying to rotate in. Luckily, he escapes Liquid. They're down to 2, and this compound is so big. It's going to be extremely hard for them to hold on.
It's a big
Lions,
warehouse.
They spot SetToDestroyX. They're also down to just 2 players. A lot of these teams here, they have to move. And crossing down the mountain is not always the easiest task.
Well, a team that did move and has the entire south edge of the circle to themselves right now is Vitality, the new looking Vitality with Yannick, Shadow, Monkey, and Jazza. Jazza and Monkey split in a 2-2 along with Shadow and Yannick. Yannick both holding that hillside. It's looking like a good split for them. The Ghosts are making a southern rotate, though, coming towards them. They're going to go into that little compound off to the west. FaZe Clan, this is a rotate through the blue in fourth circle. That is going to hurt the med packs, which is why you're seeing Mexi's pulled up right now. He's going for that heal off there. Meanwhile, Moonwolf and Dignitas, they're clashing on the edge of Picado as they make their way in. Moonwolf made their move into Picado. You can see they're occupying the multi-story building there, the compound. Well, M19, who were in there, they've had to go further south.
I'm wondering, FaZe, they could see from top of the hill, but by the time they moved, other people could have moved too, and I wonder if they can make it in.
Yeah, they're all split. They're all over the shop at the moment. FaZe Clan trying to make the way. Wow, Moonwolf just obliterated Sangal coming down the hillside into Picado. That is pretty much the end of them. Haxetti gets taken down by Na'Vi. They were trading shots with Na'Vi. And as I said, Na'Vi had the chance to make the move. Fuzzface hops out the vehicle, sees what he can do. TeamGates in Silo. Who's going to get the kill? Pucker Molodoy will. He'll steal it. TeamGates eliminated. M19 picking up the rest of the kills there. They're going to go out in 13th place. Gemty, he gets knocked out of his vehicle. He has to try and get out. Now, can he get revived? The smoke comes in, but no, it's going to be SetToDestroy that will steal the kill away there as Gemty goes down and FaZe down to 2.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how aggressive SetToDestroyX got to play there. They were getting pushed by a bunch of teams, but FaZe, they barely make it in. They're down to 2. Navi's in their way. SetToDestroyX is in their way. Wildcard, actually, they were driving on a bike and they made it into the center. They only have one guy coming in from the north, but he might be able to snake.
Look at Lions. They've now got all 4 into the warehouse and safe. This is the team that's got themselves 18 kills and counting.
Liquid disengaged. I mean, we can see it on our map here, but Liquid actually ran away from the compound, and Ibiza gets shot in the middle of the open.
In the middle of the open.
Yeah.
Well, Samti is alive. He's bang central, so
Yes.
they're going to have to snake as much as they can here. I don't think Ibi's going to get out of that. No, it's Lions that pick up the kill. That's their 19th kill so far. They are the leading fraggers so far. It has been a great first tournament, and the circle goes towards them, and Na'Vi and Ghost, of course, down on the southern edge there. Fuzzface can creep in, but look at that battle that's going to happen in Picado. All of those teams need to make their way into the new circle.
And that is the danger of playing the cities. I mean, M19, they were there from the beginning, but they must know as soon as you have to leave, there's going to be so many teams. And you see this no matter what city it is towards the late game. There's usually 3 or 4 teams. So this is going to be a battle. Luckily for them, there's not that many teams at the ridges closest to Picado holding them. And the few that are, it's, well, Samti's a solo player.
Fuzzface and Mexi make the way in. Just creeping in. There's not a great deal of cover there, which is why Mexi's trying to go for the split. He gets knocked. Trainius manages to get a knock on him. And that leaves Fuzzface all alone. They tried to get that split, tried to get out of there, get that compound. O'Connell gets himself in his car. He's going to try and blast it, but where can they go? 4 members of Moonwolf on the move. Wookie Bookie in there along with Adam. Adam taking shots. It's Wookie Bookie that's trying to look for him. Sangal, that shot's on towards M19. Everybody's trying to make their move out of the zone. Oh, Samti's involved in a fight. He's the last member of Liquid, remember, inside that circle. But look at all those players inside Picado that need to make the move. It's basically who can get the frags right now, because 10 points a kill you know you're probably not going to make the way across. Look at the open fields ahead of them. Lions, Na'Vi, Vitality on the south, all waiting to take shots on everybody coming out of Picado.
I'm a little bit disappointed in Lions. They're only staying in the warehouse. I want to see them take more ground and deny teams from coming in.
I think they're still taking shots on Liquid now. They may actually believe there's more players there than they know, right?
But, I mean, at this level, they should realize that nobody's been shooting or peeking.
Well, they are taking shots. They've almost tagged out Samty. He's very low. He gets himself back down and hides in there. They get the knock, the arm to kickstart, and the kill, I believe, may well come through. Tumai going to get himself the revive, it seems, instead. Moonwolf, meanwhile, lose Edokos, the blue on them. This is the fifth circle, sorry, on them, and it is absolutely belted. They're all engaged in a fight. It's an absolute cluster in there. Rezu getting the shots. Lions see if they can pick up more kills. As you see Sangal making the way through. M19 pick up the kills there. Moonwolf got eliminated. 11th Sangal go down in 9th maybe, or 10th place. I'm not too sure which way it was. Still 10 alive, so it definitely wasn't 10th. M19 still somehow coming out with 4 players in that whole cluster that just happened. How is that possible? Batalan gets knocked. That's going to be Azrael. He's in the blue, so he'll bleed out. He's not going to be able to crawl himself out of there in time. Example will try and get forward. Yannick going to angle that he can. But 4 members of Vitality still alive here in the final 10. Adam's trying to tank out the blue. He's going to finally bleed out in a moment as he tries to work it. And we're going to be down to 9.
This is a good circle for Vitality. I honestly say this could almost favor them because they're going to run up behind Wildcard and M19.
You know what? It's a good circle for Lions. It's a great circle for Lions.
It's good and bad because, sure, they're in for this circle, but Navi's going to be up in the hill. Samti's there. And after this closes in and they have to leave the compound, it's going to be extremely difficult.
That's assuming it moves away from that compound.
It's going to move away from the compound the next cycle.
Says an in-game leader. Don't worry, it's going to move away from that compound. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
No, I honestly like if Vitality takes this correct and manages to clear out the south side, it's going to be really good for them. But
here's Vitality. They have to deal with Wildcard
first. It's kind of playing
first.
spoiler. Like, they're trying to sneak up.
Ghost to try and sneak around the side of them as well. They're edging around. They have to go that southern side. That's the only way the hills are there. Na'Vi got to clear their back. SetToDestroy. Trying to creep in. They're actually trying to get behind the Lions. Vitality. It's a tricky spot with M19 in the circle, Wildcard in the circle, and that open road ahead of them. They have to smoke it up and try and create themselves a bit of a path to get down there.
They don't know there's anybody in the shack. And Monkey's actually trying to smoke to see if he can get in. Puffy comes up behind Vitality, takes a few shots.
Easy angle for him as well.
They don't know about Yannick.
Does anyone know about Yannick?
But the blue's closing in.
Profi gets the knock. He's going to get the peek over. Yannick should be able to light him up, and he does. And that's going to be Profi going down. Vitality get themselves their second kill so far in game number 3. But now Ghost are going to move on this one. Turtle should be able to get the revenge kill. Meanwhile, nades come out. Survivor gets picked off. SetToDestroy gets themselves Azrael down. They've got themselves in the compound. Lions down to 3 as they get pushed. Na'Vi work their way through. FaZe Clan down in 9th place as well as they get picked off. Fuzzface doing what he could, but this time he can't creep his way through. Turtle gets taken down. Yannick gets himself a second. It's M19 that steal the kill away as Vitality with the blue on the backs have to make the move. McCoy's still alive for Ghost, so they still have one in there. Tumai, really good news. He's got across the road and a decent ridge there. Remember Samty? They lost a lot of players early on, Liquid, but they still have themselves a single little snake in the grass in Samty.
We're going to see Vitality try to cross the road, but they were getting shot by M19.
Jazza going across, he's going in the big bang burst. He should be able to get himself across there. It's McCoy taking the shots and he's clearing the back and he's going to eliminate him there. M19 meanwhile pick apart the rest of the team, and Vitality in all sorts of trouble. They try and cross the road. It is not to be. Monkey trying to come across. The blue is on his back. Has he got enough to try and get across there? McCoy does get over the road somehow. Monkey goes down. Vitality eliminated in 8th position. M19 big nade from Sharp Shot goes across from him. They're pushing across into his compound. He's got no more angles left. Constantine, he sees the gun. He sees just what he needs, but he doesn't go for it. I guess he's going nowhere, right?
I mean, he won't be able to leave.
The circle, oh my word, nobody in the circle, nobody at all. It does move away from the compound. You're right. You're right. I'll give you that. Dignitas gets himself the knock. There we go. Is this Navi's time to shine? They know that M19, their CIS compatriots are across the circle from them. Do they know about Samti? Do they know about McCoy? Everybody lying in wait in a bush.
We have 4 solos. There's 12 alive. 4 solos.
Snacker's still in there, set to destroy as well, as you say. Set to destroy, Liquid, Ghost, Wildcard. All 4 solos still alive. The problem is M19 well aware of Wildcard. Sharp shot, he's got no way out of this one. He's got to try and come out of that shack while M19 push forward.
I want to see Navi try to take a fight here. But one thing Navis have been notorious and good at doing is they wait. They wait for people to fight and then they run up. But at least with me here, we're not in the circle. We know people are going to come in. So I kind of like to be proactive. But I think Navi, they're just going to wait. Wait for people to fight and then you'll see them go in.
Well, Samti's not quite in the hill. And I got to be honest, to get on the hill, he's going to have to go over the other side of that mound to get in the circle. And that's going to put him in firing line perfectly for Navi.
I think
McCoy
he's
is
just
on the
hoping that
move.
like, a few other solos are going to die before him.
McCoy's creeping. Oh, Snackers, he's creeping around the side. He gets spotted and Sonic's absolutely whiffs his shots completely. Now he's going to have to try and just go for a run for it through the smoke. Not going to work out. He'll go down. Set to destroy, go down in 7th place. Wildcard trying to get themselves across there. Sharp shot will go down 6th place for them. Now they're on the move. Samti, Ghost, all trying to make the way across. You can see McCoy on the side there. Elite player should spot him. He will. McCoy puts a lot of good bullets in towards him, but he will go down. It's Ghost that go down in 5th. Liquid have managed to get into the top 5 somehow. Navi and Lions trading blows. That's going to draw the attention, and M19 have got a clean shot from behind them. They're going to come up over the brow of the hill. Samti in the circle. He's going to be the next man in the firing line as they come over. He's going to have a clean angle, but Navi are the ones they're shooting at. He gets shade in the back. Example, mentioned to find one. Samti sits and waits, sees Elite player come over the top, but they're not looking at him. They're focused on Navi. They're the other side of the ditch. Is he going to go for the shot? Dignitas goes down.
Surely.
Navi are down to 1. Pokamolo, the last man. Samti could get into the top 3 here.
No.
The nade comes in. Oh my God, Samti just lights up M19 and picks up the kills. Gets himself in the side. Navi gets taken down. He's into a 2-on-1. What just happened?
They all went prone on top of each other.
Oh my word, Samti
played it so patient.
Chris has got the angle. He sees the shot, doesn't land it. Samti has himself a Kar 98. He sees the angle. He sees the shot. It's going to be pretty much a straight turkey shoot between them. Now, Sonic has managed to get himself in the circle. This is clearly a big chance for Lions to take themselves the chicken dinner. They got second in game number 1, but Team Liquid in a 2-on-1 for Samti.
Samti only has 2 bullets left in this Kar 98.
That's all he needs. Just a hope, a dream. The mollies are coming out from Chris. Can Lions do it? They are so close. So this would put them at the top of the table far and away. Liquid, of course, chasing them. Got himself second place in the last game. He knows that there's one pushing up there, Chris, in the circle. The blue is on the back of Samti here. He now has to move. Can't find the knock. He needed the knock, really. And you can see that Lions, they've managed to use the terrain to their favor. Look at the molly. It's almost limiting his run. He knows exactly where the player is, but look at the blue. It's pushing. It's on his back. 40 seconds and counting. Sees Chris's head. Tries to go for the shot. Chris, you've just got to play this. Play it by the numbers. Play the circle. Don't play the player. Don't go for the peaks. He doesn't need to. No reason to go for the hero shot, but he keeps trying to make it. And that will just give Samti more chances. He lands one shot. Tries to light him up. Can't get the second. Oh, he will finally. It was his teammate Sonics that got the kill. It's the win for Lions, formerly known as Team Expert. That will put them right at the top of the table. Way ahead in the frags. But my word, how did Liquid get second place in that game? How did M19 all go prone right in front of me?
I don't know. I just want to say, I don't know. But that was amazing. Imagine if Samti could have pulled it back from that. But I want to give credit to Lions.